Hello everyone and welcome back to another Wizard101 video. Today, we're ranking some NPCs because, I'm not going to say I'm on the lazy content train, but I'm on the lazy content train, if you know what I mean. Straight to wherever lazy content land is. Today, we're ranking all of the NPCs in the game. Now, it's probably not all of them, but it is a lot of them. There is a lot of them here. You can see I'm going to try to go slightly faster than usual on certain ones so that this video isn't an hour and a half long. But without further ado, let's get into it. You know it, you love it. The tier list. Let's go. All right, so starting with Alhazred. Not gonna lie, Alhazred is kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but like he isn't exactly that interesting in my opinion. He's pretty cool, but he's just more like an you're okay. Definitely like a decent character, but there isn't really anything beyond the fact that he's in the Order of the Fang and helped create the Croconomicon. Beyond that, really nothing. Next, we have Arthur Weathersfield, and this guy's a cool guy. This guy's a bit better. I like him because he has a dapper top hat, and he's also British. But he is also British. See, this is a moral dilemma. One of the many moral dilemmas in this life is a person's cool, they're dapper, they got a top hat, but they're British. What do you do with them? Well, I'd say today the existence of him being British outweighs the fact that he has a dapper top hat. Ask me tomorrow and it might change, but for now, he's in the I don't like you, you suck tier. Next, we have Arter, and let's be honest, Arter, like, I don't even know who that is. He's just a little weenie boy who runs around Triton Avenue, you know, looking for his sister or some crap now. Kind of a weenie boy. Before, he was even more of a weenie boy. Now he's a weenie boy that frustrates me. So, I'm just gonna put him into the I don't know you. You exist. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga's kind of cool. See, I'm actually gonna put her in the execution could have been better tier, because you know what, there is a reason for this. I think that Baba Yaga is a pretty cool character overall. I definitely like Baba Yaga, but definitely after Polaris, she just turns into a whiny where's Mallory type person, and that's the kind of character I hate in shows and games where they're really just bland and their only personality trait is screaming the name of one of the main characters. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm thinking about Naruto right now, but I am thinking about the show Naruto right now. Take that as you will. She could have been better. I think she could have. I'll be completely honest. Next, we have Balder Goldpaws, and let's be honest, this dude is pretty cool because he is a Giga Chad, right? Not only is he looking for trade routes for his entire people, for the prosperity of the bears of Grizzleheim, but he also is just a really cool dude, right? Like, he drives us, or he sails us to Wintertusk for no reason other than we're kind of cool, he sails us to Grizzleheim, just all around a cool dude. I do like him. I think he's just in the I like you tier. I really do like him. He's a pretty cool dude. Next, we have Baylor the Broken Fang, and this one's like pretty bland. He's Baylor the Broken Fang. With a name like Baylor, I expect you to be a bit more interesting. Like, for example, other Baylors I know, like from the Game of Thrones universe, like Baylor Breakwind. He has an interesting character. I'm not going to say he's a good character, but he's an interesting character. You have Baylor Breakspear, a really interesting character. Baylor the Broken Fang is not an interesting character. He's just kind of bland, so get a better character, bro. Next, we have Bartleby, and come on, man. Bartleby has to go at the top of the tier list. He is a legendary character, a legendary figure. Not only have we known him since the beginning of this game, right? And we love him, right? The old man kind of lost his eye of history, like, I'm old. Like, the dementia-ridden old man that you know and love. And then he gets his eye of history back, and we become his scion. It's kind of cool. Like, not gonna lie, he's kind of a legendary figure. So, yes, my beloved. The Bat, I'm also going to have to put the Bat top tier because let's be honest, the Bat is a really cool character. He's a vigilante of justice. He betrayed his own inner nature of being a dark shadow monster to help the people. And he does it in his own way. And eventually we recruit him, we help him, and he helps us. Overall, just a really nice character. I do like him. All right, next up is Beans, and Beans is kind of cool. He's not really interesting. He's like just there. He's a doctor, and I do distrust doctors generally, but I will say he's kind of cool. Not a bad person, you know? I'd say he's okay. He's okay. We like him. Next, we have this guy. I don't remember his name. I'm gonna call him Ivan. It's probably like Grigorovich or some kind of crap. This is the guy who teaches us how to dance in Polaris, and I really like him. I think he's in the I like you tier because he does give us the badge Revolutionary Dancer, which is just an amazing badge, and I'm so happy that we could get that badge. And I think he's a really good character. I like the fact that he transforms us into polar bear just so we can go do some dancing and whatnot. Next, we have Belladonna Crisp, and listen, I know what the average thought about Belladonna Crisp is, right? And I will admit I agree, but we're talking about the character here, not the character, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna put her, if we're talking about a character, into the good character I just hate you tier. Like, I generally like her, but she has that whole like distrustful but like I'm better than you kind of character, and if there's one thing I dislike in a person, it's a superiority complex. So I think it's a good character, I just hate you. I think that you know, if you ask most other people, they probably would put her into the My Beloved tier, and I understand why. I just won't. Belloc, you are, I hate you. You're trash, garbage tier character. You keep coming back. Please stop coming back. I hate you. Everyone hates you. No one likes you. Go back to your tent in Safaria. Next we have, I believe his name is Birdie. He's the guy at the beginning of Mirage who kind of sets up the tents and everything. I think he's okay. He's a pretty cool dude. You know, he just wants to see Mirage prosper. And I understand that. And you know what? He does make Mirage prosper. So quite legendary. Next we have Sarah Nightchant, which, let's be honest, he's a pretty cool character. He's like pretty good. The only thing I dislike about him is he doesn't say greetings anymore. The iconic line, if you all remember back in the day, back in when I was a wee lad, when you first talk to him, he used to say greetings, you know, and he was all happy. He doesn't say that anymore. So I'm gonna put him into the pretty bland / I don't care tier. Next up we have Chester Drawers, and he's kind of a cool dude. He's mind controlled, and I do genuinely think they could have done things more interesting with him, so I'm gonna put him into execution, could have gone better, but I do actually like his character. I think his character is pretty cool. I just think he needed a little bit extra oomph in the story, which, you know, I hope that someday maybe we get. Next, we have Cyrus Drake, and let's be honest, Cyrus Drake, he is a legend. I know that some people will hate Cyrus Drake, but I do think he's that legendary character who overcomes his hatred of us, overcomes his natural instinct, and eventually grows to like us. We grow to be comrades in Dragonspire, and you gotta love Cyrus Drake. I think Cyrus Drake's a legend, you know? Dahlia Falmea was my first teacher in this game, and I'm gonna have to put her in the My Beloved tier because she was my first teacher in this game and genuinely is near and dear to my heart in a lot of ways. So I will put Dahlia Falmea right up at the top. Next, we have Diego the Duel Master, and Diego the Duel Master, as I'm actually gonna I have to put him into, like, I don't / barely know who you are, and you know why? Because I don't do PvP. If I did PvP, he'd probably be higher, but alas, I am a non-PvP player, so I don't know who he is. Next is Dr. Jackal, and I don't like him. He sucks just because he's kind of like vaguely, first off, he's British, which kind of sucks. Second off, he just like is a villain for the sake of being a villain. They don't really give him too much character development, I don't think, in the actual storyline here, so nothing too interesting. He just kind of sucks. Duncan Grimwater, I absolutely hate Duncan Grimwater. I don't know about you guys, but Duncan Grimwater really just sucks. He's there, and then it turns out, no surprise, that he's part of the Cabal. He's like an evil dude, and we need to beat him into the ground. Just overall, shitty guy. Throw him in the trash. Next up, we have Dworgen, and Dworgen also has to go top tier. I'm gonna try not to put all the professors top tier, but I do love Dworgen, right? He's one of my favorite professors. He is the professor of my favorite school. You'll love to see him. We got Dworgen here. Just an amazing teacher. You love to see him. So I'm going to put him into My Beloved. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves his hunchback, you know. What a cool guy. Devim, oh my god, this is just the My Beloved tier, isn't it? Like, Devim is an amazing character. You love him. He's a Giga Chad. Everything about Devim is amazing. And if you disagree, you are incorrect morally and you need to go get yourself checked out. Devim is a legendary character and he's the only good part about Chrysalis. So I have to put him there. Eloise is pretty bland. She helps you stitch your gear and that's about it. Otherwise, pretty bland. She also likes flowers. That's cool. The Emperor of Mushu. He's a Chad. I do like him. He's pretty cool. He's got the whole, spiritually enlightened vibe. Just a generally cool guy. I do like him. Pretty cool. Librarian Fitzhume. See, my problem with Librarian Fitzhume is I heard, when I first heard him, all I could think was Stewie, and now I see him as Stewie from Family Guy, and I dislike the show Family Guy. Thusly, I dislike Librarian Fitzhume. Librarian Fitzhume is also kind of a dick. I will say, though, I think he's a good character. He's in the good character, I just hate you tier. I have to put him there. I think I like him, but meh. We have Gamma, and Gamma's pretty cool, but also kind of annoying. But I do like Gamma. I'm gonna put Gamma in the I like you tier. I like how in the beginning, he goes, whoo, wah, woo, whoo. And then he just kind of hoots a lot. That's really it. Grandmother Raven. If this is probably going to be just the full Grandmother Raven. Like, Grandmother Raven, pre-Arc 3, really cool character. Post-Arc 3, I don't like you. She sucks. She kind of sucks. She's got the whole evil, shadow magic corrupts kind of thing, and then she's evil for the sake of being evil. And how you know someone's evil for the sake of being evil and they don't have good ideals is when you're able to convince them in 2 sentences that what they're doing is wrong, which is exactly what Grandfather Spider does. Like, the ending is literally just, you stole my heart, and she goes, oh, what have I done? And that's literally it. And I hate that about villains. I hate those kind of villains. They suck. Where they don't defend their ideals and they just back down. Like, that's kind of cringy. So I'm gonna put her there. Greta's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I think that I like her. I like how she has that whole arc, like, down with the big corporations. You do love to see that. She's pretty woke. I just like her overall. Like, a based Greta, generally good. We love to see it. Hailstrom Bailstrom. I hate this fucker. I'm putting him right into the bottom tier because, let's be honest, he is the progenitor of all of my problems in this universe. He is what teaches the Storm Wizards to be Storm Wizards. They need to stop. He needs to stop. All of this needs to stop. I'm putting him into the I hate him tier. He has to go there. Just bottom of the barrel. No, bad. Next we have the Librarian. And I do like the Librarian, but I think he's pretty bland. I think he's just there, you know? I think he speaks in like maybe 10 quests total. He's like, oh yes, young wizard. Okay, that's not what he sounds like at all. He's like, ah yes, young wizard, you've come looking for treasure cards. And then you're like, no, I wasn't. And that's really it. Next we have, I believe her name is Helena. She's this random character in the aeroplanes. And really, I don't know who they are. I had to look them up. I had to look up their name, which is Helena, which is a good name. But I don't really know them beyond that, so I'm just gonna put them there. Ignis, let's be honest, Ignis is a Chad. I really like Ignis. He's just all around a friendly guy, and he works at a forge, and we love blacksmiths. Like, I think Skyrim ingrained a love of blacksmiths into me. We just love blacksmiths. They're pretty cool people. He's just generally a Chad. You love to see him. Next we have Inyanga White Stripes, and I do like Inyanga White Stripes. He's just an all-around cool guy. He's there. He exists. Ione. Oh god, I have to hate Ione. Ione is, she's a Storm Wizard, which is immediately awful. Like, puts her bottom half of the list. Then, the first thing she ever says to us when we get to the Arcanum is, you let old Cobb out? You must be evil. You're a dick. Why would you do that? And you know what I have to say to that? Fuck you! Where were you when Morganth was about to destroy the entire spiral? Oh, I don't know. Sitting on your ass up in the Arcanum doing nothing? I don't know, I guess so. Because apparently, oh, we had it handled. Yeah, put the fate of the world on a 12-year-old. Why don't you? Okay, calm down. Ione, you're the worst. Followed immediately by another one of my favorite characters. Ishtar, go into the bottom tier. I hate you. Why are you like this? She is one of my least favorite characters in this entire game, and the worst part of Mirage. She does nothing helpful the entirety of Mirage. She's annoying, and you know, that's really it. She's annoying. I'm putting it there. And then we have Ivan. Okay, I'm glad that we could counter my hate train with Ivan. I love Ivan. He's you know, he's a dude. He's a Chad. He's got that nice Russian accent. He's just overall a really cool guy. You know, he's not as good as Devim, but he is still S tier. And he has an amazing mustache, which is amazing. You know, I can't say anything beyond that. So I've been looking at the time on this video. It is currently 20 minutes in, which means this is already going to be at least a 15-minute video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this up into 2 parts because I still have like 40 characters left to rank. So I'm going to split this up into 2 parts. Next part will be tomorrow. This is also the fact I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. So, you know, I can give myself a little bit less work to do. So that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, hit the sub button, go support me financially on Patreon, and go join my Discord server if you wish. But otherwise, that is it. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video. Adios.